pray to God every time I eat chow and lay down. I wake up early, get the fuck out the house. My mama told me get the fuck off the couch.
So Jazz was my boyfriend of 7 years. We started our relationship here in Denver. We met on Facebook. We started dating actually in 2017. And then after that, a year later, we moved to Dallas together. And then we moved to Oklahoma together. And, he's just been everything for me, He's always fought for me. He's always protected me. He's left me behind an extended family, that I can cherish, and his mom too, and his dad. And he was just everything to me, He supported me in everything that I did. And he was just my best friend. And I'm just gonna miss him a whole lot. Yeah, that's who he was to me. I could say a whole lot, but I'll just leave it at that. I'm gonna miss him. I'm sad that he can't no longer chase his dreams anymore, and just do music because that's all he wanted to do. But I'm thankful to have loved him and him love me, and to have experienced love from him, and just to know what real love feels like, and just to get a different side of him that no one's, only a girlfriend could get that side of Jazz that I got. So it was a beautiful thing, and love is a beautiful thing, and I'm gonna miss him a whole lot. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for being here too.
Bigger results, bigger issues, to loving one another instead of killing one another. I don't care what we do from this day forward, as I vow to get my son to love and to think and not to react. It's hard for young black men out here in this world, and we gotta show them better so they can do better. Love you, Jazz. I always remember the nights you've been at my house, several different occasions, and you was just magnetic, man. Let your love and your blessings shine. The doves was let loose. Bring them back to let them live for other people, just as well as you. Love you. Peace.
Jazzy was my nephew / cousin. He, I love that man, he was doing his thing. This is for Terry, him, life mimic itself, we have to, the audacity to agree with situations that we go through, and this is what we do. So, it's hard, but then again, we gotta balance out the situation. God bless us all, to come out to be on top of everything that we do. T, I wanted to tell you, with the last time when we and Jazz, we was in Vegas, everything in Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. We came out, we had a good time though, but it was all love. And then, it was like, how you say when you go to the airport and you saying the long goodbyes at the airport. We had, we were just sitting there waiting for planes to transfer, but we had a long goodbye as we were sitting and waiting. But it wasn't really a goodbye. It was like what he was trying to do, get his rap career going more, which he got on it, grind more, which I really loved him about, how he believed more and more in himself. So he just kept pushing it. How we go, we jump through hoops and loops, but at the end of the day, we still got to survive. And, T, I love you. I always will love Jazzy. Like I said, if it's not like that, when I was staying on y'all's couch, it's like, he was little, it was like he mimicked my style, creased up, cologne, it's just that, it's like, each one teach one, but maybe we all learned the wrong things. I just want to say I love Jazz to the fullest, and always in my heart, and so are you, T, and the strength of 1,000, and one cannot stop. One cannot stop what's supposed to be done, predestined. And so in situations like this, one cannot go against the hand of God, and long live the fighters. On me.
My brother, man, been through a lot together. Made it through a lot. He was just genuine, real genuine about everything he did, man. Put a lot of passion into his music. Put a lot of passion into everything he did, his family. I mean, just a real good person, man. I love you, Jazz. See you one day too, man, bro.
Since little babies, through middle school, through high school, man. I just always remember his sense of humor, playing around, he'd pick on certain people, just, you know, get the energy out of them. The love he had for everybody was just so passionate, man. He never stopped loving nobody, man. We literally. That's my dog, man. Growing up, man. I remember this. When we was in middle school, I would always try to keep us out of trouble, and he would always find a way to get us into trouble. One day, his mom, I remember Aunt Terry started giving him quarters because he used to try to go buy weed and stuff when we was young. One day, I was with him one time, and we went to basketball practice, and I was airballing layups, and he's just cracking up at me because he know I didn't do it. So he's like, "Oh yeah, Keys is hiding that." We had basketball practice. Uncle Tony asked me, "What the hell is wrong with you? Why is you missing layups?" Music, man. He's been doing music since we was in the 6th, 5th grade. Dang near. Man, he used to always write. Always right. I think it has something to do with our big brothers, but he started young. We had a song when we was freshmen. We all made a song. Me, him, and James made a song together for our girlfriends back then. I don't know, man. Like I said, I always remember him, man. Loyal, solid, funny. Annoying, you gotta throw the annoying out there. You know Jazz pick on you. Jazz pick on you. I remember he used to mess with me all the time. Crybaby Keys, what you crying for? I love it. I'm gonna miss my cousin, man. All the way. I love you, bro. I'm sad I ain't get the chance to talk to you. I'm sad I ain't get the chance to tell you I love you, bro, but I love you, dude. Excellent.
I'm Jazzy's aunt, his father, sister, and he basically grew up with me. I had him almost every single weekend, and then it was like every month. These are my grandkids. I just have loving memories of him. He was really funny, very upbeat, really smart in school, and he was like my kid. So when I had him and my son, there was no difference. You know, they will both get the same love and the same discipline at the same time. We were really close, and for the last few years we didn't see each other, but we just got to recently see each other again through my mother's hospitalization. It was beautiful. So we left off in a wonderful, beautiful place. I know that he's resting in peace, and I love him very much. And this is kind of like my shout out to my nephew. Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.
When I met him, we were in the back of the car messing around, and then
I got him.
we would like eat. He would always give me his extra French fries and stuff, and then I haven't seen him for a while, but he was just like, he always cheered me up whenever I was sad.
So you ready?
Yeah.
I am Jazz's Auntie Dee Dee. I mean, there's so many great memories of him, but my greatest memory was the day that pretty much he came into this world, and how when he was little he would not stop crying until I held him, and he stopped. He's always been my right-hand man. I never called him Jazz or Jasmine. He was my Sanchez. And my fondest, another great memory that I'll always remember is the unconditional love that he showed me. He just gave me a kind of love that no one has ever shown me, and we could just look at one another, and it just always made me feel okay. He made me feel like each day was gonna be okay as long as he was in my corner. I love you, Sanchez. My Mexicano is what I call him. I love you, Sanchez. I will see you on the other side. Thank you.
Big cousin. I used to watch them at my big mama's house. And Jazz was always just so stubborn. He just never wanted to listen to what I had to say. And I guess he thought that I was their age and that I wasn't one of the adults. So Jazz and I used to bump heads all the time. And I remember I had to get him really bad one time. And he never let me forget that. But I absolutely love Jazz. Jazz would have conversations with me about wanting to have a family, wanting to do better in life. And I always would tell him, Jazz, you have it in you. Everything that you desire, you have it in you. And I just always wanted him to see those dreams. I knew he had the hustle in him. I knew that he was going to make it. And I'm just sad that he's gone because he didn't get his chance. But truthfully, when I say that, I think back and I look at all these people here and how he impacted all of us, and he had his chance. He loved on us, and we will carry that love. And he was a free spirit and taught us to live our way, not by anybody else's rules, but our way. And I appreciate that, Jazz. I love you dearly. I miss you. I'm glad you can't call me a bitch no more. Had to throw that in there because that was our thing. So I love you, and I'm gonna miss you dearly.
Thank you.
Jazz, it's your cousin. I will always love you. You touch so many people's lives. I can't even imagine what most people are going through right now. And you are going to be truly missed. You are loved. And I would look at all of the Facebook posts and the Instagram posts, and I'm just amazed at how many people you touched in your young 29 years. I love you, and Cousin Terry, I'm always be here to support you. And that's it. I love you guys.
Man, Hot Boy, that was my little cousin, man, but we was raised in the same house since we were little. I used to wash him, hold him. That's been my little brother ever since I can remember. I went to Dallas and moved close to him. Only thing I remember, Jazz used to get drunk. I was looking for him like, where'd he go, where'd he go? I found him because he had monitor, computer mouse, everything falling to a trail leading to him. That's the only way I found him. But he was the most, man, he had the biggest heart there ever was. If he didn't even know you, he showed you love like he was family. It's gonna be the hardest thing I gotta do to live on without him. He's always gonna be in my heart, but that's lost a part of me that's gone forever. And it's just like I went to jail for 10 years and I got to see him once, and then I came home a few years later, and that was one of the happiest days of his life. The biggest smile, the biggest hug I ever got from him. That's my guy. I'm gonna miss him to the fullest. Only thing I want to say is, Hans, you know I'm gonna rock with you forever. Long live Hot. I love you, bro. I'm always gonna be here for you. I got your mom and your dad. You ain't never gotta worry about that. I love you. Nick, that's family. She's always gonna be taken care of, bro. I love you, little bro.
Cut the bullshit shit, man. Me and Jazzy damn near came out the same person, bro. Him and my mom been best friends my whole life, you know what I mean? They built our friendship, you know what I mean? We not even blood related. But I'll never look at nobody closer than I looked at my brother, you know what I mean? Shit, bro. Like I said, we was potty trained together, bro. You know what I mean? We always at the same spot. When somebody needs to babysit, they was watching all of us. So that was the person I cling to the most, you know what I mean? It's my favorite person, you know? I told bro everything. God, my secrets I'll die with, you know what I mean? For real, for real. But, shit, man. I just remember, bro, being that goofy nigga, bro. Like, always, my nigga, like, nigga always on the way, you know what I mean? Hey, bro, I'll be there in a couple days, you know what I mean? I'm good, I could come over there. He always asked, but nigga always knew he was good at my house, bro. He ain't never had to stay nowhere else, you know what I mean? My motherfucking brother. shit, man. We done fought together, bro. I ain't never fought, and he ain't fight, bro. Or he ain't never fought, and I ain't never fought. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's real, bro. Real, for real. I'm gonna miss my boy, man. This nigga, it's tough, man, nigga. But, so I'm gonna hold down his legacy. You know, my son is his godson, or you know, is Jazzy's godson. So, you know, I'm just keep his legacy going. I mean, through me. That's all I could do. I never told bro this, but that nigga my favorite rapper and shit. I listen to his shit. I know all the lyrics and shit, bro. It's real, bro. That's my real life dog, nigga, for life. This shit's unreal, you know what I mean? Like, shit, man. That nigga hot boy. Pooter, nigga. Shit, bro. I could go on and on God, bro. Solid, bro. Solid as they come, bro. That nigga done saved me. I done saved him, bro. I done, for real, bro. Shit I can't tell his mom. For real, bro. I don't miss my nigga, bro. Appreciate you. No problem.
Jazz was being a goofball one day. He was I was at my grandma's house. Jazz was there, and one day he ended up like trying to do something. It's like he put his armpit up and it got all in my face. It was funny. And I remember he would always ask me if I knew how to moonwalk. He would ask me if I want to go skydiving. I always said no. And I remember I was so disappointed one day. I was so disappointed one day because Jazz told me if so it was a Super Bowl and it was like if this team wins you don't gotta go to school. We ended up winning the game. My mom still didn't let me go to school. My mom still made me go to school, and I didn't like it.
How are you related to him?
I'm related to him because what is it called? My grandma and Jazz's mom and Terry are siblings. Yeah.
Man, where can I start? I remember always seeing him when he saw me. He'll always ask me, "You got money?" I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "Always gotta keep some money on you, man." Give me a couple dollars, give me a rubber band. He's like, "Always stack your money up." And ever since then, I've been always trying to stack my money up. But man, like I remember always waking up, going to his room, like always spending the day with him. He was like my favorite big cousin. Like my mom and him, they were close, like always close. So I'll always be my favorite cousin.
I am Jazz's cousin. I remember him because me and his mom were pregnant at the same time with our boys. And I always loved Jazz. He always had a bubbly personality, always laughing, cracking jokes. He'll be missed. But I love you, Terry, and I love Jazz.
Thank you. I'm Jazz's big cousin. Jazz was my baby. He wasn't just my cousin, he was my brother. We grew up in the same household. We've always been together. He's always been my protector. I remember when he was born. But my memory that is funny to me. So when we were little, me and him both lived with Aunt Terry, and we had an office, and they always gave out cookies. So And Terry told us, because me and Jazz would always go there all the time and go get cookies. And then Terry's like, don't go get any cookies anymore. She was like, if you go get cookies, I'm going to get you. So then the next day, and Terry went to work, and Jazz was like, Juanisha, you want to go get some of those cookies? And I'm like, yeah, let's go get some of the cookies. So he's like, okay, don't tell my mom. So I'm like, okay. So he goes to the office, and he goes to get cookies, and his mom calls. So I answered the phone, and she's like, Nisha, let me talk to Jazz. And I'm like, oh, well, he's using the bathroom. And she's like, I don't care. She's like, let me talk to him. I was like, he said he don't like to talk on the phone while he uses the bathroom. And she was like, no, I know where he's at. She was like, tell him I'm going to get him when we get home. So Jazz comes back. He comes with our cookies. And I'm like, your mom says she's going to get you when you come home. He's like, Nisha, you told me. And I'm like, no, I didn't. She found out. So then Jazz is like, okay. So he goes in the room and he puts like on 5 pairs of sweatpants or whatever, and his mom comes home. He gets in trouble, gets a whipping, and then she walks out and he just looks at me and he smiles and starts laughing. So we both start laughing, and my Terry's like, Juanisha,
what are you laughing at? You want me to get you too?
Yeah.
So that's my memory of him. That was my brother. Like I said, he's always looked out for my kids, whether if it's money, financially, Christmas, whether if it's just money to go to the movies because he wants us to go see Avengers and he couldn't be there. Just things like that. So I love you, Jazz. I always will love you.
Jazz, man, you know, that's my little cousin. Really my brother, though, one of my baby brothers. I'm one of the oldest out of all of us. There's so many memories, though, when it comes to Jazz, man. He was one of the ones that always wanted to be around me when he was younger. I remember one of my fondest memories is when he had to get surgery on his feet, man. And he couldn't walk, and he was in a wheelchair. And he always found a way to move around and stuff, man. And I always made sure I pushed him in the wheelchair to go everywhere we went. I never left him, man. I always had to take him with me, man. You know, him getting a little older and moving with us for a little while, man. You know, he only heightened our bond, man. And you know, I see it was taking a lot of our characteristics, man. And doing a lot, man, and he always, man, was that one that tried me, man. Him being one of my baby brothers, he always tried me, man, and I'll be like, Jazz, man, chill out, dude. Like, no matter how old you get, it ain't gonna never change, man. You know, that's my baby, man. He gonna always be my baby, man. Love him and miss him forever, man. And, you know, it sucks. It's a hard one, man, but one thing about Jazz, he ain't never want to see nobody hurt, man. And he always want to see people happy. So, you know, just do my best, man, to keep his name living and, live for both of us, man. And I know he's with a lot of beautiful guardian angels of ours, man. And he gonna look over us just like the rest of them, man. And, love you, Hot Boy, man. I'm gonna love you forever, man.
Yeah, that's my nephew. Named after my brother. It's just hard. The world's gonna miss him.
Oh, okay.
All this talent, he had it going. It's gonna be a miss, big time. That's it. I love him.
Jazz is my little cousin. I haven't spoke to him in a long time. It's been a minute since I actually seen him. But growing up, I just remember him and Eric were the little bad ones. He had a little problem with like pinching all the time. I just remember always like trying to chase him and, you know, whip him up. Like he was always full of energy. Him and Eric were always alive for parties. Those two. I had people up north always showing me his music. We had like mutual friends up there and always thought he was gonna make it big. You know, I'm gonna miss him.
Jazz, man, I'm your little cousin. And, you know, growing up, I didn't really see you that much, but every time I did, it was always nothing but smile. You know, hugs, much love, and just, I wish I could have, you know, got to know you a lot more. Because, man, you seem like a really cool dude. You know, you was always family. You was always, hey, you know, that's Jazz. You know, I'm gonna miss you, bro. I'm gonna miss you. Much love.
Jazz, man. I'm a family friend, and I was taken in with Eric, Nisha, and Jazz, and you know, it just thinking about it just takes me back to when you always used to try to make me go bodies with you back in the day, and when Nisha and Eric and nobody else was in our neighborhood, and you were left over at Aunt Didi's, and you would come over my house and just being positive and just always being there with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for the authenticity. We love you. I love you.
I would like to say to Terry and her family, Thomas and Sanchez family, I'm deeply sorry for your loss. And Jazz, I met him, I could say maybe over 20 years ago when I came to Denver. And the first time I met him and Terry, it was just like they were family. And I'm truly gonna miss you, Jazz. I know Kai will miss you also. And we love you. And Terry and the rest of the family, stay strong.
Jazzythahotboy. I don't call you hot. I call you Jazzy. You know what I'm saying? You were a blessing to this world, brother. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Little cousin? You were a really true blessing. And it's sad that you're gone, but I know you looking over me, man. Real stuff. Real stuff, man. Forrest Gump, man. You know, I can't even imagine, like, when you call me like late at night, man. I always pick up. This is difficult, man. You know, and see, you already know my number. You know what I'm saying? Big cousin. Little cousin, I don't call you hot, I call you Jazzy, you know, Jazz Mom, you know, Jazz Mom. You used to get mad at me when I do that shit. Yeah, nigga, yeah, you used to get mad as hell. But you left an imprint on this world, and the world know it. You see all these people around here, just, you know what I mean, just gravitate to you, you know what I mean? Your music meant a lot. Your music meant a lot. And I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you like a motherfucker, nigga. I'm gonna miss them fucked up calls sometimes. Love you, boy. Love you.
Well, Jazz is my first cousin, you know, so we're not that much, like, difference in age or anything, but I do have to say my best memory is, like, I was probably like 20, he was probably 19. Whatever the age was, neither one of us was old enough to go to the liquor store to get our own bottle at least. So I just remember one time he said he was going to do a run out. And I didn't believe him, so I was just like, okay, I'll go with you. Next thing I know, he runs in the liquor store, grabs a bottle of Bacardi. It was just the Asian dude just throwing Folgers at us. We just dodging and running, hopping the fence, and that night we got that bottle. And it's like, you know, not the most like appropriate video or time, but that's one of my best memories. That's that hot shit. Always let me do hot shit. I miss you and I love you, and I got this one.
Hi, I'm Vernay. I'm his auntie. I've been with Jazz all of his life. I was there when he was born. Jazz, I gave you the name Pooter that everybody called you, and you did not like it sometimes. But you was my Pooter, and you were fun, silly, and that's what I like the most about you. Your fun and your silliness. Now, yes, did I catch you all the time? We know, but it's okay. I love you. I love you so much, and make sure you give Brock a hug while you're there.
All right. I was related to him, cousin, I want to say / brother, because once he moved in, he started acting like a brother. It wasn't cousin ties. He started being a big brother. He had to be the most annoying cousin / brother, though. He always found a way to get under the skin as far as tickling. He said he was trying to kill our dog. Like, he was just the best, most annoying soul I ever met. But on top of that, he was just so sweet. Like, he always cared around the people around him. Like, he made sure everybody around him was straight, but how they were feeling inside. Like, he asked you questions that you would thought he would forgot about a long time ago. Right. He's just someone everybody should have had in his life. And no matter how much annoying he was, I really appreciate him. I love you, Jazz. I'm gonna miss you. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Well, I'm Jazz's godmom, and Jazz has been in my life since he was born. He used to come to my house when he was a baby, mess up all my stuff in the kitchen. I remember when Jazz and my other goddaughter, who was in Dallas, and they were in the back seat getting on my nerves, and I popped the hell out of both of them and told them to shut up and don't say nothing else. But that was my baby. He always called me G-Mama. He always told me he loved me, and we always made sure that whenever we spoke to each other, we made sure we said we love each other. Terry, I told you, Jazz was your baby, Lamic's baby, and my baby. So now all we have is each other. So don't forget, I'm not sharing you with anybody, but Kirsta, don't forget. Love you.
Hi, Jazz. I love you. I know you're already looking down at this beautiful moment. I'm going to share a story with everyone that's going to see this tape about when your mom used to bring you to the shop as a baby. You're the first kid I ever known that could rock some army green. Period. With your Tim boots on, baby. But you would always poop on yourself. And I know somebody else on here talking about, remember when you were named this or remember when you were named that? Well, after you used to doo-doo on yourself, we would go doo-doo, doo-doo. And your mom would be like, stop talking about my baby. Stop calling my baby doo-doo. But guess what? She had another tight outfit in the car for you to change. I love you. I love you. I love you. Fly high. Be at peace. Love on your mama. Let her know you are there and you are okay. And you'll always be in my prayers. I love you, Jazz.
You ready? Hey, Jazz, this is your Uncle Nora. Uncle Mike and Auntie Nora. We miss you, bro. We love you. You know.
And we want you to rest in power.
Rest in power.
Young King.
Young King, you rest in power. Love you, man.
Love you.
All right.
Nephew. It's your Uncle Chill, man. Very blessed, very outgoing, individual young man. I'm gonna miss you and I love you to death. I remember you came down to the Disciples to play football. He was a beast. He was a beast, man. You know, you look out for us up there. Look out for your young life. Look out for your bros. They need your spirit, man. They need your spirit. You know, I'm gonna miss you and I love you. Always, Neff. Always. Disciples for life, my man. Love you.
I am always gonna remember Jazz for being one of the realest people in my life, for never being broken, for never being broke. And his definition of broke is being to a point where you can't do nothing for yourself. And I've always known Jazz to be very strong. I'm always going to remember Jazz as one of my closest friends, closest people in my life, and somebody I knew that would always be here. Even if he's gone in the physical, I know he's here spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and he's gonna remain in my heart. I met Jazz at the studio, and Jazz was laughing at my first rap I tried to record. And now, if you pay attention, Jazz shouts me out in his lyrics, his interviews, and things of that nature, and he's just gonna be more motivation to keep going. And that's just how it's gonna have to be. I'ma always love him. And I guess I'll see him again another time, another life. Rest easy, player, forever fly shit.
Yeah, so I'm cousin Jermaine. Jazz just one of my favorite cousins, man. He's a really unique individual. He was just so out there with his ideas, his thoughts. Well-rounded type of person, man. He always brought a smile to my face. Even when he had hard times, you know, he always kept a big motivation about himself when he was doing it. You know what I mean? Just gonna miss that big old smile. I ain't miss that little call. Mano, what you doing? You know? So, but it's all love, man. Love him to death. May God be with him. All right? Thank you.
Man, the memory I'm always gonna have with Jazz, I was around like 9 years old. And I wasn't supposed to be outside. And him and my cousin Jeffrey chased me. And I juked both of them, and it made me so proud of myself because I made both of them fall. And that's just always gonna be in my head. And I love you, Pooter. Thank you.
I always remember my cousin Jazz. A bright soul, funny, just fun-loving, caring. Me and him had that only child bond. We both were the only kids, so we kind of had a lot of stuff similar. We didn't trust people too much. We talked about that. I'm gonna miss him. That was our bond. That was how we bonded, because we understood each other, because we always felt nobody could understand us, only children. So I'm gonna miss you, and I love you, cousin. It's my little cousin forever. And I love you.
Hey, I'm Uncle Tony. Hey, Jazz. Jeffrey already told y'all a story. Y'all got potty trained together, right? Well, y'all pissed on my foot. Remember, y'all was in my primetime daycare. You, him, Ryan. Look, man, blessings to you, man. I really enjoyed you, man. You dropped a lot of nuggets and a lot of seed on a lot of people, man. We appreciate you, man. And this is not the end, man. What they thought was tragic, man, is going to always be triumphant. You know, the Lord said, let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me, man. So we love you, dude. You're going to dearly be missed, man. And I know you up there with the adversaries now, man, doing it big. Love you, dude. Peace. Holla.
All right, you ready now? Yes. All right, we rolling. Hey, I'm Uncle Jeff. Big Uncle. Name is Jazz, J-A-Z-Z. He got his name from me. One Jazz, J-A-Z, one Z for him, two for me. A nephew, man, I've been involved in his life, been around him since he was born. His mother Terry, father-in-law me, stayed together when he was born. He named him Jazz. He was like, I'm naming my man's Jazz, man. He's my brother, I love him to death. I'm giving him his name. And from then on, he stayed. My daughter, Brittany, Cash is my son. And he grew up with them all. E40, Hook, Brock, Stump, Lil Jeff, Candace, and we keep going, Ashton, Mari, man, so I got a bunch of nieces and nephews, but I've been doing this since 1987. I'm a triple OG, Uncle Jeff. I love you, Jazz, and always will be. Always be a part of my life, part of my heart, and my brother and my sons and all them too. I love you all. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Hey, hi, my name is LaQuita Taylor. I'm the owner of Taylor Funeral Home, and I just truly want to extend my condolences to Terry, Hector, and the grandmother. I was very moved. I've been dealing with a lot of young men that are being killed now. We're in a different time, but I want to let this mother and this father know that God said that he would be a son to the sonless. You all stay encouraged. Terry, you've been such a blessing. Even through everything that you've went through when we sat and put everything together, even over the phone, I told you I could see the Lord all in you. So you stay encouraged. Hector, I know it's rough. I only have one son myself. And I can't say I know how you feel, but I feel for you. I've been doing this 40 years, and you get some families that you're really, really connected to. So I just want to let you know on behalf of Taylor, myself, my husband, and our entire funeral home, you all stay encouraged. We're praying for you. It doesn't stop here. You get home and you just need prayer, you need to talk or something. We are here for you. Stay encouraged and know that God has you all. And your baby is now going to spend Christmas with Jesus this year. Love you guys. Be blessed. Take care.
Hi, Terry. It's Jackie, your sister. Just want you to know how much I love you. And the fondest memory I have of Jazz is when I went to pick him up one night. He was stranded. And you always would say, just call your Aunt Jackie because I know she'll come and get you. He borrowed my phone, which was a brand new phone. I just got it. He said, I'll be right back with it. Just went upstairs, was gone probably about 8 minutes and came downstairs and my whole phone
was shattered. And I'm like, Jazz, what did you do to it? He was like, do to what? I'm like, what did you do to my phone? Something's wrong with your phone. And I'm looking at it. He was like, oh, Auntie, I didn't even realize I broke it. I'm so sorry. I have so many fond memories, but that one sticks out in my head today. I'm gonna miss him very much, but I know he's in a better place than all of us. I love you guys very much. You have a good one.
Okay, I'm Brittany, everybody, y'all know me, Jazz's big cousin. The most I'm going to miss about Jazz is Jazz wrecking everybody's nerves. Like right now, I'm waiting on him to jump up and say, hi, psych, we got you. Like, I'm just gonna miss you so much, Jazz. You know, everything I do with Elijah is a reflection of you and Auntie Terry. I'm just so sad that you got taken the way you got taken from us. We're gonna miss you so much. You got a nice party going on right now. You would have loved it if you were here. Just keep watching over us, baby. And I swear I'm gonna make you proud. Make you proud. I'm doing, you know, what I have to do, you know, the situation. So just keep watching over us and hold Auntie Terry and Uncle Lami. We love you, Jazz.
I'm Anthony. I'm Jazz's first cousin on his dad's side. He's like my little brother. The first memory I remember of being at the hospital when I was 5 years old, he was born. And ever since then, man, we've been rocking with each other, man, for 29 years, you know? He was my brother, he was my ace. I loved him forever. I remember when his ass was in a wheelchair after he got his surgery, and his pops just had shown him how to do wheelies in the back alley, right there across the street from Smiley when they used to live in these apartments, right before he went to Oklahoma. His ass was doing wheelies in the fucking wheelchair, man, with 2 casts on his feet. Ah, man. Remember this nigga just recently came out, man, to visit. He was going to the club. He had no club clothes. We had no time to go to the mall, so he just got dressed in my closet and we was out fresh, man, doing stupid shit. That's my nigga, man, forever, man. That's my blood. I love you, Jazz. Fucking love you, bro. You forever live through my kids. You forever live through my kids and my soul, bro. I love you forever, bro. This is a celebration of you, man. Just to let you know, Jazz, your niece is on her way right now, man. Tasha's in labor and delivery, man, right now. But I had to come here and bless you, man. I love you forever, Jazzy. You'll forever be in my soul, bro. We will forever lived with each other, man.
Shit, my name Johnny Lean, PDS. I done met Jazz, shit, in middle school. And every time I link with Jazz, we was all on the same mission, trying to get some money. And shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And I just always remember Jazz for just not giving a fuck, period. You know what I'm saying? Wild, man. Just out here and just same mission, trying to get some money. Jazz always respected me for out here trying to get some money, and he was on the same thing, and that's what it's all about. R.I.P. bro, and shit, I hope you looking down on us and keep us safe and keep us out of this bullshit so we can keep your name going, my nigga. Oh, God.
So I met Jazz, they was in middle school, so yeah, I was probably in middle school too. A little later on I met Jazz. They had to been in high school. Shit, before he was Jazzythahotboy, he was just Jazz, you know what I'm saying? So later on, his name, the Hot Boy, started making more sense later on because he was a hot boy, you know what I'm saying? So I understood why he did that. As soon as I seen his name, I'm like, okay, I get it, you know what I'm saying? But he was always on a money mission. He was always trying to get to a bag, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, all of that, he cared about the people around him, though. It wasn't just, I'm gonna get some money, I'm gonna get some money. It was always, look, let's go do this, bro, let's go. Let's get, you know what I'm saying? I got this, we could do this. Or we could, no matter if it was hot, whatever it was, he always included his peoples with it, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I always remember him on. He was always on some get money, but with his people type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it was always love between us, you know what I'm saying? He was always part of our shit too, you know what I'm saying? Too Big shit, our music shit back in the day, Too Big and all that, still to this day type shit. He was part of that too, and we always used to rap, be in the studio, gang of songs, you know what I'm saying? That's all he wanted to do was music, get money, and do stuff for his people, you know what I'm saying? That's how I'm always remember Jazz, you know what I'm saying?
It's Rich, and I met Jazz when I was like, what, 9th grade, 8th grade? Shit, maybe even 7th grade, middle school, 7th grade. And Jazzy, man, he was always loyal about Jazz. He was that one. You can call Jazz, he'll take care of anything you need, man. Jazzy, man. What else can I say about Hot Boy, man? His rapping, man. When he first dropped his first tape, I was like, man, I didn't know he could rap. Like Jazzy could rap. This nigga tight. But yeah, man, it's just rest in peace. Gone too soon. Love you, bro. For sure.
Yeah, of course. I met Jazz, man. Every time I don't know, I can't even remember when I met Jazz, but it's a long time ago, man. But I met him through Jeff, you know what I'm saying? And he was always like introduced to me as Jeff's family, so it was like that's what it was. He was always like a part of everybody's family, you know what I mean? And it was crazy because every time we get together, it would just be like some super fun shit. I ain't even gonna lie. It would be the most turned up night. That would be the night you gonna be with Hot, and it was gonna be crazy. And if some shit go down,
if it was fighting,
I was gonna say it. If it go down, he gonna have your back. He gonna be the one, gonna be the front liner. He gonna be the front liner. And we just had good times together, you know what I'm saying? Smoking a lot, drinking, going out, hanging out, money missions. That's what it was always about. It was always about that guap, man. And the nigga started getting on the airplane, nigga going here, going there. I see him, I was like, this nigga, he's doing his thing, you know what I mean? It was exciting me. I was like, I could just see him having fun, living his life, getting that paper and shit. I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? Went to the studio with him not too long ago and shit. We was just all hanging out, smoking and shit. It was normal. It was just gone too soon, man. Gone too soon.
Jazz, I talked to Jazz not too long ago. Hit me up about my shoes on Snapchat. I like your shoes, bro. Yeah, already. It's always love with Jazz, man, for sure.
One more thing, my nigga Jazz was always about the kids. Love the kids. That nigga love the kids no matter what. Always show love to the youth.
His family, man. He love his family. For sure.
His family.
Rest in peace, man. Love, bro.
I'm Jazz's cousin Tasherie, and the best memory I have of him that I'll always hold on to and cherish is when we went to the spa in Chicago together. It was so funny because on our way there, he's like, I ain't no spa type of nigga. I'm not about to be doing that. I'm not about to be up here for no hours doing no spa. I'm like, man, it's all day. It's about to be so nice. Like, you're gonna have a good time. He's like, no. So then a little while later, after we're all in there for a while, I'm looking for him, and I see him going inside the sweat lodge with a little rug. He's dancing, jigging it up, doing a little dip flow. I'm like, I thought you wasn't no spa type of nigga. He like, man, I feel like a noodle. I feel great. And I just like remember his smile, like he was so happy, like coming in and out of the rooms, like after his massage, like how chill and relaxed he was that day. I'll never forget it. His smile, like we just had a good day. We had good food. It was the best. And I'll always remember that. That's the best day ever. For sure. Love you, Jazz.
Cousin Jazz, we love you, and I remember you as my big cousin. You know, just recently when you was just staying at my house from Phoenix, you know, it was a blessing to have you around and, you know, to be present, and, you know, that was the greatest thing, and I'm his cousin, Cassius.
My name is Evelyn. I'm his cousin too. One memory I can remember is always, it was actually Halloween, the day before my birthday 5 years ago. I threw a birthday party and he was there, and he drank my Patron after I told him not to, and ever since then, he partied with me every Halloween, so I had to come through, show love. So rest in peace, Jazz. Give Parrish a hug for me, give Brock a hug, and we're always gonna be here for you.
Hi, I'm Aunt Frida, Jazz's auntie, and I remember him as being Terry's son. I just wanted to say I miss you and loved you, and this is hard. Thank you.
Okay. So how I remember Jazz. Me and his mom was best friends, and I was there when he was born. I was outside. I wasn't there when he came out, but I was there at the hospital when he was born. So I'ma always remember that. I'ma always remember him and my daughter, Tavia, smooching on each other, as his mom said. And she called me one day and said, Stacy, right after when he passed away, she said, Stacy, I was laying in the bed. Jazz and Tavia was supposed to be married by now. So I'ma always remember Jazz. He's in my heart. He called me it's been about a year ago, and told me he still loved me, and I told him I loved him. And he was supposed to call me back, and I hadn't heard from him. But that's what I remember about Jazz. I'ma always have him in my heart, and I love him.
You always got on my nerves, and you knew it. But I loved you just like I love my little brother. I'm gonna miss you, but I'll always hold on to those memories, and I appreciate how much you cared for Macario and how much you checked on my baby and how in touch you were with my babies. This is so unreal, but I wasn't gonna do this, but I know your mom would probably be mad if I didn't, so I'm gonna miss you, bro. And you'll always hold that spot as my little brother. I love you.
Well, the memories. Jazz used to be with me all the time. I have so many memories with my nephew that I am going to, there's so many I can't even tell you about, but I can tell you a lot of memories is Jazz used to call me 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Tell my auntie, what you doing? And I go, sleeping like normal people. Go, hey, I'm not normal. And I go, okay. So what I do, I get him back. I call him like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I call his phone and call it until he woke up and he goes, auntie, do you know what time it is? And I go, yep. Just want to pay you back. But I will miss you. I'll miss my nephew. I had a lot of good times with my nephew, a lot of good memories. I love you, Jazz. Auntie, I'll always forever love you.
Oh gosh, so many memories because I'm your mom, but you are my special baby, my superstar, my Sanchez, my poodle, my screw, everything, you know. As we've always said, love you with all my heart, love you with all my soul, and I never will let you go. That's forever. So I got you, bruh. And I got your grandma too, and your Aunt Didi, and your Aunt Jackie. I got them all. I love you.
Jazz grew up with his nieces, with his cousins, and they was all bad as hell. So Renee was my sister, and Jackie and Dee Dee were the ones where we was at their house, and that's where I raised them at. We had our own house, but we had so many nieces and nephews that he grew up with them. Brock was his mentor. Brandon was his second mentor. We had a little niece named Brigitte that passed away from multiple sclerosis, and Brock passed away in 2017, I think it was. But anyway, you know, this is why our family's so big. This is why we have so much love from other people, because we never cross that line. Terry's a real woman. If it wasn't for Terry, none of this would be possible. I wish I would have married her, but I screwed up. But you know what? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I still got my nieces and nephews. So we're gonna keep Jazz's name going because he was just unstoppable. He called himself the Hot Boy. And he got a whole crew right there, you know what I mean? You don't see cats like that every day. Feel me? And he's a native New Yorker too, so
makes it all better. But otherwise than that, man, you know, I just want to give my son a kiss and talk to his aunties and just let it be some closure, man. And, you know, from there, you know, I'm going to just get this money and everything's under Jazz's name. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, you know what I'm saying? It's New York, it's Colorado, and it's all under Jazz's name, Jazzy the Hot Boy. He doesn't stop, and he won't stop because he can't stop because he never wanted to stop. And that's why I'm going to end it right there. I'm good. Feel me?
Mama know I'm living wrong, but I'm making it right. I put it all on the line because I can't do this shit twice.